My name's Gillian Harkess. I'm a qualified solicitor in Scotland and also England and Wales. I recently passed the QLTS on my first attempt. I commenced my LLB at Strathclyde University in Scotland, which I enjoyed so much I stayed on to do a master's. I then subsequently went on to do a postgraduate diploma in legal practice at Aberdeen University. I then began a traineeship at a regional Scottish firm where I qualified as a solicitor before moving to Eversheds, an international law firm in England. Working for an international law firm, I have many clients who are international and national. That means that we have cross-border disputes quite regularly between Scotland, England and Wales. It was felt it would be beneficial for me to dual qualify so I could advise clients not only in Scotland but also in England and Wales. The reason that I chose the QLTS route for qualification as opposed to alternatives is that it was the fastest route for me and meant I wouldn't have to go back to university. The reason that I wanted a preparation course was because the qualification was relatively new at the time and I wanted to know what to expect. The reason that I chose the QLTS school was because they were able to provide me with mock examinations and study structures which I found very helpful in order to prepare for the exam. My experience of studying with QLTS School was very positive. They provided me with everything that I was looking for example, the past paper questions, the study structure. They also went above and beyond what I was looking for, which was that they were able to provide me with tuition. They were very adaptable to my work schedule and often tuition was made over the weekends or late in the evenings. The most beneficial aspect of the QLTS School preparation course was the mock exams that they provided me for the MCT exam. I found them to be very helpful and they allowed me to prepare to a very high standard for the actual exam. I studied very intensively in the months leading up to the exams. I spent between 2 to 3 hours every weekday evening, and during the weekends I would spend between 12 and 14 hours preparing for the exam. Eversheds were extremely supportive. They sponsored me throughout the process, which means that they paid for my exams and my study materials. They managed my work balance so I was able to study in the evenings, and they also gave me some time off closer to the exams to allow me to prepare quite intensively in the run-up to the exams. I felt very well prepared when it came to each assessment. I was very confident going into the exam on what to expect and what the structure of the exam would be, and that was due to preparing with the QLTS school. The QLTS has enabled me to advise clients not only in Scotland but also in England and Wales. It also means that I can now represent clients in court in these jurisdictions as well. Personally, I would recommend a preparation course before sitting the QLTS exams. It allows you to prepare and gives you a study structure, and it also provides you with confidence of knowing what to expect during the exams. For anyone who's thinking about preparing for the QLTS exam, I would recommend that you allow yourself sufficient time to study. The course is very broad and can take quite a while to get through. In hindsight, I wish I had allowed myself a little bit more time. I recently recommended the QLTS to a colleague in Dubai who was looking to become an English qualified solicitor. I would also advise it to anyone else who would really like to get to know the laws of England and Wales in further detail. The skills of a modern lawyer are vast, but if I had to choose one that I thought would be the most important, I would certainly say it has to be commercialisation. Clients today want commercial advice, short and concise and to the point. I think they appreciate that more than anything else.